I believe I can. I believe I am. I believe I can.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the special webinar that we're having. My name is Biswas. I'm the Chief Educationist at the Kingdom College, and I'm glad to be here with all of you today. What we're going to discuss today is a very unique concept, a very, very important concept, and that is the complete education. So, what is the complete education? This is what we're going to understand today. What we're also going to understand is how complete education helps you as an individual to grow in your life. And that's what we're going to go through right now. Let's start this with a very simple understanding. And that is, maybe some of you know about this, maybe some of you don't, maybe some of you have been exposed to it at a certain level, but that is three concepts I want you to remember: the academic IQ, the emotional IQ, the career IQ. This entire presentation is going to make you understand the link between academic IQ, emotional IQ, and the career IQ. Okay? Let's step back and ask something not so much to do with academics or college or institute. I'm going to ask you a question, a simple question. What is your goal? Right? What is your goal in life? Okay? I'm going to give you two choices. Is it education or is it success? Once again, what is your goal in life? Is it education or is it success? Think about it for a while. So you answer straight away. Okay, let's understand this. If your goal in life is education, and there's nothing wrong with that because education is the goal in life for many, many people. And there's nothing wrong with that. The question I'm asking over here is, does education guarantee success? Or if you're educated or highly educated, is it guaranteed that you attain success? We all know a lot of people who are highly educated but are not successful. Okay, I'm sure so do you. Let's look at another concept. If your goal in life is success, then is education not important? Or is education not as important? These are the things that come. The goal in life for people is actually success. Education is a means to get to that success. And this is what we're going to understand a little bit more. Okay? So, does education mean not being successful? Not really. Education is the path to your success. But success has much more. If you want to be successful, education is not the only way. It's a very, very important part. Okay, so let's look at how education makes you successful. Okay, so what is education? It can depend. It could be physics, chemistry, biology, maths, economics, geography, accounts, commerce, law, so on and so forth. That is what is education. Depending what you choose, what an individual chooses, and how to take it forward. What degree they pursue, what stream they pursue, that is education. What level they go up to, that is education. Okay? That is one part that you get. That is known as the academic quotient. Now let's look at another thing. For you to be successful in life, regardless of which stream you have chosen, regardless of which industry you have chosen, regardless of which degree you have chosen, whatever it is, to be successful, you need something that's already inside you. And that is things like confidence, personality, courage, attitude, your time management, your communication levels and skills, leadership, how you focus, how you defocus, how you prioritize, your dedication, your discipline, your anger management, your fear management. How do you become a team player? How do you make others work with you to ensure progress? How do you do this? So what do you notice? This part, to be successful, regardless of what academics you have, you need this. Very, very important. This is required for life. This is the emotional quotient. We're going to delve a little bit into this to understand how it plays a very, very important part in your education, the complete education. Okay, let's take a step back now. So, what does education do? So, what does it do? Let's take somebody who's 10th standard, passed. Can they go and work now? Probably yes, if they want to. Yeah, they can get some job. Let's say that job in India pays around 10,000 rupees. Okay? Because if that person has stopped working, stopped studying at 10th standard, that's what he's going to get. So his education is taking him there. Okay? The individual goes ahead and does plus 2, that's a 12th standard, and then starts working. Probably the salary will go up to 15,000 rupees. Same individual now moves on to do a graduation. The salary in today's context would probably be around 25,000 rupees starting. Now that same individual actually gone on to do the PG, post-graduation, and then looks out for a job, probably gets 40,000 rupees a month. Okay? So that's what education does. Now, look at this. If the 10th standard person keeps working for 15 or even 20 years, that person's salary probably would go up to 40,000 a month. Right? So let's get to the other side of the spectrum. A postgraduate who starts at 40,000, How much do you think that person can grow by earning? Probably 4 lakhs, maybe 40 lakhs, maybe 4 crores, right? What is that difference? After this post-graduation, most post-graduation students, when they get placed, an average is around 40,000 per month. As they spend number of years in their career, for some they reach 4 lakhs, some reach 40 lakhs, some reach 4 crores. What makes that difference? They're all postgraduates or they're all graduates. What makes the difference? That difference is the emotional quotient. That's a very important understanding over here. Do remember that for the academics, your education, it's normally from 10 to post graduation is a 7 years timeline, right? And that's the academic quotient. It's limited. After you finish your post graduation or your PhD or your graduation, you stop. You get on with your work. You get on to your career and you move on over there. So your academic quotient is always limited. Your emotional quotient is unlimited. It goes on. It's imbibed in you. And you have to keep learning. You have to keep practicing. You have to keep growing along with your emotional quotient. Right? Your career quotient, we're going to look at that, is also very important. And that is also unlimited. Okay? Just like your emotional quotient. All three are required for your success. So you need education to start you off, your academic quotient. You need your emotional quotient, which continues with you for life. Then you need the career quotient. This is very important. You got to choose the right career. If you don't choose your right career, you will never be happy. If you're not happy, you're not successful. That's very important. So let's look at the career quotient. So you have the academics quotient, you have the emotional quotient. You also have the career quotient. Now you as an individual, which path do you wish to choose? Correct? Another person's career path need not necessarily be your career path, and vice versa. So how do you choose this? It's very important you choose this now. This is the time for you to choose. You cannot say that depending on my marks, I'm going to choose my career, because that's totally not right. So what you actually need is to understand your career path. What is good for you as an individual, right? Remember, your career is something you're going to be in it for the next 30 to 35 years from the day you start working and you start your career. Throughout this, just before this, it's probably just 7 years of academic. After that, for you to grow in your career, it's a 30, 35 years journey. And what is going to hold you up in that journey? The academic quotient gets you started, emotional quotient gets you higher, and your career quotient should keep going up. That's very important if you choose the right career for you as an individual. So how do you do this? In the Kingdom College, We have a particular software which really helps a lot for all our students. All our students who've gone through our course have found this extremely useful. What we do is we look at the academic IQ of the student, and we can help out in many ways. It's like if they want to go engineering, then do they want to do IIT? Do they want to do non-IIT? What type of technical programs they want to do? We actually look into all these things. What are they inclined towards? Do they like business management? If they do like business management, what are the reasons they like business management? If they like commerce, if they like chartered accountancy, what are the reasons they like it? There are different study techniques that are used over here, which helps a student arrive at what their career IQ or their career quotient should be, and what should they aim for, what should be their passion, and what will they be the most successful. Okay. The other side, we have the emotional quotient development. In Kingdom College, we give as much importance to the EQ development as we give for the academic IQ. It's very, very important that every student understands this and every student goes through a good EQ development. That is the emotional quotient. And this happens throughout the student's course. In Kingdom College, we found this to be extremely successful. All our students have found this very good. What happens? We have a trainings on emotions, because you must remember your emotional quotient is already in you. In your academic quotient, it's the outside. When physics come in, when engineering come in, when maths come in, something from outside is coming in, and you're getting to know about. Leadership has one of these things, we have it in within us. It's just a question of how it's developed and how you actually then use it for your success in life, along with your academic IQ and when you're in the right career path. For example, the emotional quotient can work out that you start off thinking that you want to get into business or you want to get into the engineering side for your career. But as you go through this, you might find your emotional quotient is not for business. It's for something else. So then you might want to switch your career quotient towards that so that you're much more happier. The same thing for a person who's thinking could be wants to be an engineer, but as they go through the emotional IQ, the emotional quotient, they realize to be successful for that particular individual, it might not be going in that particular path. Maybe they're destined for something far, far bigger from a different path. And that's the beauty of this. When you amalgamate emotional quotient and the academic quotient, and you bring out the career quotient for yourself in that, all three together is when success is guaranteed. It's absolute guaranteed. Your success is guaranteed. You just have to go through the complete education. I keep talking about this. I keep mentioning this wherever I go. Whenever I come across students' parents, I always mention success is guaranteed. Just make sure you get the right academic IQ, you get the right emotional IQ, and you get the right career IQ. Choose these properly, and success is guaranteed. Please go ahead and enjoy yourselves. Choose the right path, and I wish you all the best. One thing's for sure, head towards a complete education, and your success is guaranteed. We at Kingdom College wish you all the best. See you soon. Bye bye.